are all familiar with web pages and websites, do you know how these pages are created and displayed? Who started developing HTML for sharing information on the World Wide Web? In this module, you will be learning about all the queries along with the skill on how you create your web page. HTML and CSS are the basic building blocks of every website. HTML, or the Hypertext Markup Language, is used to create the structure of a web page by organizing content such as headings, paragraphs, images, and links, while CSS, or Cascading Style Sheets, is used to decide the style that content by controlling colors, fonts, spacing, layout, and overall visual appearance. In simple terms, HTML provides the foundation and content of a web page, and CSS make it attractive and visually organized, allowing developers to create websites that are both functional and appealing to users. What is HTML? HTML, or the Hypertext Markup Language, is the standard language used to create the structure of web pages. It organizes content such as images, links, and other elements using tags, which tell the browser how each part of the content should be displayed. HTML serves as the foundation of every website, defining the layout and meaning of the content shown on the screen. What is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It controls the design, layout, and appearance of a website. CSS works together with HTML to make web pages beautiful and readable.
I am Rajimar Galrotan from BEd 1A. Today, I will be discuss the history of HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML was created by Tim Berners-Lee in 1991 but was not officially released. HTML developed to share documents in the World Wide Web. So, sa mga unang version ng HTML ay napakasimple lamang ang mga tags na ginagamit dito. Karaniwan ay para sa text, headings, and links lang. So, noong 1995, inilabas ang HTML 2.0 na naging unang opisyal na pamantayan sa standard ng HTML. Dahil dito, mas naging pare-pareho ang paggawa at pagpapakita ng mga webpage sa iba't ibang browser. Sumunod dito ang mga version ng HTML tulad ng HTML 3.2 at HTML 4.0.1 na nagdagdag ng mas maraming kakayahan tulad ng tables, forms, at mas maayos na structure ng webpage. Because of this, naging mas interactive at mas organized ang paggawa ng website. So, noong 2014, ipinakilala ang HTML5 na nagdagdag ng mas modernong tampok tulad ng audio, video, graphics, at iba pang advanced web features. So, ang HTML5 ay hindi na kailangan ng maraming external plugins upang magpatugtog ng media sa website. Sa kasalukuyan, ang HTML ay tinuring na pangunahing wika o core language sa paggawa ng lahat.
Hello everyone! Before I formally start my discussion, I would like to introduce myself. So allow me to introduce myself. I am Eliza Calzada from BEd 1A, and this is my report from Module 8. So let's start the discussion by starting with the first topic, which is a simple HTML document. So this part is the basic structure of a web page, and it tells the browsers how the page should look and what the content to show. And for the explanation about these pictures or about this example is it starts with a declaration that tells the browser the document is HTML. So hear me out. This is the three parts of the simple HTML document. So the first part is the HTML. So if you saw HTML in that pictures, HTML which contains everything on the page. So, yun po ang nilalaman niya ng HTML. That's the meaning behind of the HTML. And inside it, the section or the head section holds information about the page like the title shown on the browser tab. So, dito naman sa nilalaman niya or sa head section niya is dito makikita yung mga title ng page. So, the third part is the body. The body contains the content. The people can see such as headings and paragraphs, and together these parts works to display a complete and readable web page. So that's the simple HTML. Okay, so next is the HTML tags, which means to use to define and organize content on the web page. So for the easy way to understand the definition of it, it is used to create and organize parts of a web page such as headings, paragraphs, images, and links. So remember, most HTML tags come in pairs. So dalawa po sila. So together sila, an opening tag and a closing tag. So to show wherein the content starts and the end. Web browsers is the program that reads HTML and shows it as a web page that you can see and interact with. So it means the browser doesn't just show the code. So palagi nating tatandaan na yung browser is hindi lang siya nagpapakita ng code, but then it turns the code into a page that you can see and click. So sa example kanina dun sa HTML tags and a simple HTML document, dahil sa example na yun, dun natin makikita na kapag clinic natin yon ay meron ding pupuntahan yon. So maraming dahilan kung bakit merong HTML, merong head, merong body. So palagi nating tatanda na nagagamit lahat yon. So the web browsers that you can see and click, so it turns the code into a page. For the HTML editors, hindi ko na papahabain itong discussion na to. So makikita natin yan sa Notepad, sa TextEdit, sa Visual Studio Code. So sa mga HTML editors.
Good day, everyone. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Miel Teixeira Ramos, and today I will be explaining the topic basic HTML formatting tags. So these tags are very important because sila ang basic building blocks ng isang web page. Kung wala ang tags na ito, hindi maayos ang itsura at structure ng website. So headings defined with the H1 to H6 tags, where H1 defines the most important heading. So, una, ang headings. Ang headings ay defined gamit ang H1 hanggang H6 tags. Ang H1 ay pinaka-important at pinaka-malaki. Ang headings 6 naman ay pinaka-maliit. So, ginagamit ang headings para sa titles and subtitles ng web page. So, as you can see, the example there, ayan, this is heading 1, ganun-ganun niya dyan. Ibig sabihin, habang tumataas ang number, lumiliit ang text at importance. Next is paragraphs. So, ang paragraph naman is defined gamit ang P tags. So, ginagamit ito para sa normal na text content tulad ng explanations or descriptions. Makikita nyo dyan yung mga examples. Ayan, this is the first paragraph, P, second paragraph. So, every paragraph ay automatic na may space sa taas at baba. Kaya madaling basahin. Last is link. Ang link naman ay defined gamit ang A tags. Ito yung ginagamit para mag-comment ng page sa website. Examples. Ayan, makikita niyo yung mga examples dyan. So, yung href dyan is attribute ang nagsasabi kung saan pupunta ang link kapag clinic. So, next is image. Ang image ay defined gamit ang img tags. So, ito yung isang empty elements, meaning wala itong closing tags. Examples. Ayan, yung meaning niyan is the source ng image file. So, ginagamit ito para maglagay ng pictures sa web page. Next is list. So, ginagamit naman ito para sa group items. May dalawang types of list. Yung UL or under ordered list or bullet. Ayan. And then yung OL naman, ordered list or numbered. So, sa loob nito ay ang LI or list items. Ayan. Naglagay din ako ng mga examples dyan. Kaya very useful ito sa menu steps or items. Next is empty HTML elements. Ang empty HTML elements naman ay ang empty HTML elements ay elements na walang content at walang closing tags. Example nito ay ang BR tapos tags. Ayan. Example. Meron din tayong mga example dyan. First line, second line. Ginagamit ang BR para mag-line break o lumipat sa next line. HTML attributes. So, attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. All HTML elements can have attributes. Attributes provides additional information about an element. And lastly, attributes are always specified in the start tags. Attributes usually come in name value, pairs like name value. So, HTML attributes ay nagbibigay ng additional information sa HTML elements. So, laging nasa start tag, usually nasa name or value format siya. So, example here. Nandiyan yung examples natin. Example sa links, ganyan. Example din sa image, ISU logo, ganyan. So, yung alt, text kapag hindi nag-load ang image. And width and height naman, size ng image. Next is sizes and titles. Attributes. May attribute na pang-design at info. Style attribute naman. So, binabago nito ang kulay ng text. Next is title attribute. Ayan. I'm a tooltip. So, this is my paragraph. Ganun nyo dyan. So, kapag over ang mouse, may tooltip na lalabas. So, next is HTML comments. Ang HTML comments naman ay ginagamit para sa notes ng developer. Hindi ito nakikita sa browser. Syntax is write your comments here. Ito yung helpful ito para maintindihan ang code lalo na kapag mahaba na. So, in conclusion, ang HTML basic formatting tags ay mahalaga dahil sila ang nagbibigay ng structure, design, at content ng isang web page. So, kapag alam mo na ang paggamit ng headings, paragraph, links, image, list, attributes, at comments, mas madali ka na lang gumawa ng maayos at organized na website. So, ngayon, ipapaliwanag ko naman ang Flexible Teaching Learning Modality o FTLM na ginagamit sa module na ito. So, ang HTLM ay isang paraan ng pagtuturo kung saan flexible ang learning. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng mag-aral ang mga estudyante gamit ang iba't ibang paraan. Depende sa kanilang situation. So, sa module na ito, may dalawang modality na ginagamit, online at remote learning. Una, para sa online modality. So, ginagamit natin ang Zoom applications. So, ang Zoom application ay isang video conferencing app na ginagamit para sa live lectures at synchronous discussion. So, dito, real-time na nakikinig ang mga estudyante sa lectures, pwedeng magtanong agad at makipag-interact sa guro at kaklase. So, pangalawa, Para naman sa remote modality, so ginagamit ang Edmodo. Ang Edmodo ay isang online platforms kung saan pwedeng mag-upload at mag-download ng modules, magbasa ng announcements at sumali sa synchronous discussion. So, ibig sabihin, hindi kailangan sabay-sabay online ang lahat para makasali sa discussion. So, bukod dito, ang Edmodo rin ang ginagamit bilang platform sa submission ng requirements tulad ng activities, assignments, at iba pang output. So, mas nagiging organized at convenient ito para sa parehong guro at estudyante. So, sa kabuuan, ang Zoom ay ginagamit para sa online at live na pagtuturo, habang ang Edmodo naman ay para sa remote learning discussions at submission ng mga requirements. So sa pamamagitan ng HTLM, mas nagiging madali, flexible at accessible ang pagkatuto sa lahat. Maraming salamat. Thank you for listening. Bye!
HTML formatting. HTML formatting elements are used to display special types of text and to add meaning or emphasis. Explanation of tags. B makes text bold, visual emphasize only. Strong makes text bold and important, semantic emphasis. And I makes text an italic for style. And EM emphasize text often read with stress. Small shows smaller text, often the notes, and del shows delete text with strike through, and ins show inserted text with underline, and sub displays subscriptive text below line, and sub displays subscriptive text above.
Merging table cells. It combines cells using call span horizontal or row span vertical attributes on TH or TD tags. The value specifies how many cells to merge, helping organize complex tables and create clear headers. And extra overlapping cells must be removed to avoid errors. And the second one is, let's talk about making pages look great with inline styling or HTML style attribute. HTML style attributes adds inline styling directly to elements with syntax. Tag name style equals property value. It multiple properties can be combined with semicolons. It applies only to the target element, and it's great for quick tweaks and takes priority over the CSS methods. Third is the setting background colors to make your content pop.
HTML text color. The color property defines the text color for an HTML elements. Example, P style, color red. HTML font. The font family properly define the font to be a red for an HTML element. Example, P style, font family Courier, and this is the paragraph. HTML text size. The font size properly define the text for an HTML elements. As you can see in this example, that's how you create the text size.
So next is the HTML text alignment. So palagi nating tatandaan dito na ibig sabihin nito is how you position text, images, and other content on a web page. Merong sa center, merong sa left, merong sa right. So palagi nating tatandaan na ang HTML text alignment is helping us on how to position our text, images, or other content on our webpage. Okay, so let's discuss naman yung styling HTML with CSS. So palagi nating tatandaan na kapag sinabing CSS, let's think of it like the paint of the bahay. Siya yung magiging design, siya yung magiging Siya yung magiging paint, siya yung magiging furniture and decorations of the house. Parang ganon. So, the HTML naman, think of it like the walls of the house. So, palagi nating tatandaan yon. Okay, so next naman is the inline CSS. So, inline means the style inside the HTML tag itself. So, ibig sabihin nito, hindi maapektuhan yung the whole page. Maapektuhan lang yung specific element. So, palaging nating tatandaan, the inline CSS ay hindi maapektuhan the whole page of the web page, kundi maapektuhan lang yung specific na element. So, the last part is the internal CSS. So, when you write CSS inside your HTML file within a style tag in the head section. So, it can style any element in that page. So, palagi nating tatandaan, internal means the CSS inside the same file, hindi po siya nakaseparate. From the word itself, internal, nasa loob po siya ng file, hindi siya nakaseparate sa file. So, yun po ang aking discussion. Muli, I am Eliza Calzada from BED 1A and thank you for watching. Hope you guys learn from this report. Thank you.
CSS border property. What is border property? The border property is a line around an element, commonly used in tables, image, and boxes. The CSS border property is used to create a visible line around the HTML elements, such as a table, table header, or table data set. It helps define the boundaries of elements and makes tables easier to read. The border property is a line around an elements, commonly used in tables, images, and boxes. Border collapse combines multiple borders into one clean border, makes the tables look neat and professional. CSS cell padding and alignment. So, what is CSS cell padding and alignment? Cell padding adds space inside the table cells. CSS padding controls spacing between borders content. Use 15 pixels for comfortable readable tables. Table headings appears bold and centered automatically. Text alignment change using the CSS property. Apply text align to TH and TD elements. Better spacing improves layout and visual clarity.